Gary Vaynerchuk is coming to the UAE. If you're not that aware of Gary Vaynerchuk, maybe check out this interview I did with Gary where he explains his backstory.
I was born in the former Soviet Union. I came to the US super poor, 8 family members in a studio apartment, cliche American dream story. We opened up, living in it with 9, 10 family members. My dad eventually got a $2 an hour job in a liquor store in New Jersey. Eventually became the manager of that liquor store. We moved to Jersey. I was super entrepreneurial as a kid, 5, 6 years old, lemonade stands, washing cars, pulling out flowers and selling them. That was just my jam. My dad eventually saved every dollar, opened up a small liquor store in Springfield, New Jersey, and dragged me into that business. I was making a couple $1,000s a weekend selling baseball cards as a kid, so I was starting to make money as 13, 14 years old, but eventually my dad dragged me into the store, $2 an hour, and bagging ice, and that became my life. Fell in love with wine at 17 because I realized people collected it, and that kind of became the connection point for me around having a passion around my dad's business. Discovered the internet when I was 18, realized I could sell stuff on it very quickly, didn't grow up techie at all. Tough for the youngsters to know this, but didn't grow up with the internet, spent 30 minutes on a computer. 3 to 5 hours is probably the real number. 3 to 5 hours in my life on a computer by the time I was 18 years old, right? Discovered the web, realized I could sell on it, and in 1996 I launched WineLibrary.com, one of the first e-commerce wine businesses in America. Took over my dad's business in 98. And from 98 to, were you born in 98? Took over my dad's business in 98. And from 98 to 2003, in that 5-year window, the real reason I get to sit here is I made every right decision with every dollar I spent in our family business, whether it was e-commerce, email marketing, Google AdWords, banner ads, all of that, and grew it from a $3 to a $65 million a year business. YouTube came along. In 2006, I thought it was gonna be a big deal. I was right. I started a wine show, sat in front of a camera every day for 5 years and drinking wine for 20 minutes at a time. And that became Wine Library TV. Google buys YouTube for $2 billion. It freaks me out. I'm like, enough of being right and not really making the kind of bank I should be making for being so right. I'm gonna invest the next time I feel this. That next time was a couple months later at South by Southwest. Saw Twitter, thought it was gonna be the next big thing, invested in it, made a video that Facebook should pay attention to Twitter, as Facebook had emerged and become the leader over MySpace. Went viral inside of Facebook. Zuck's team asked me to come out and speak. I spoke, I crushed. Me and Mark became friends. A couple months later, I bought a bunch of stock from his parents, came back home, figured out that Tumblr was exploding with high school kids, became friends with David Karp. They were New York based, a couple of coffees, invested in Tumblr, and came out the gate with fire, right? Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, made a lot of money, became a super angel investor, decided to write a book off a talk I gave at the Web 2.0 Summit, stopped watching Lost. Those words changed my career. Got off stage, 6 book deals in my inbox, took one, wrote a book called Crush It. That book went big. My brother graduated college, we started VaynerMedia. First 2 years I was dealing with being GaryVee, speaking, the book, still running the wine business, investing, half-assing VaynerMedia, because AJ had it and client service sucks. September 2011 was like, nobody's still paying attention to social media? I'll take it. Decided to be the CEO of VaynerMedia. We were 30 employees. Over the last 4 years I've run that business, grown it from 30 to 650 people, from 3 million to 100 million in revenue. And 18 months ago, kid emailed me and said, can I make a video about you? I said, sure. His name was D-Rock. Came, made a video called Clouds and Dirt. It felt right. I hired him full time. A couple weeks into him looking around the web to find other videos that I put out to mash up, I decided that it was time to do another show like Wine Library. Wanted to do it around Q&A, which is a place where I felt really comfortable. Started the AskGaryVee show. And have taken my content, my personal content, very seriously since. I've been really busy, lost 30 pounds, and here I am.
So there you have it. So now what I want to know is who else is a fan of Gary Vaynerchuk and follows him here in the UAE? Drop your questions below, and if I get a chance to ask him, I will certainly ask him on your behalf and post the answer right here. Thanks for watching this video. I'll talk to you soon.